Good morning and welcome to MightyOxTrading. Happy Monday. I hope everyone's had a great weekend, ready for a great week. Let's check out markets overnight. I need to update my thing there. Oops, hold on. I don't have a where's my PN? Oh, give me a minute. I've gotta connect.
Order
All right, now we have a P&L on the side. So ES, we started off low and popped up 66.08. We're actually right around high day right now, 66.91. It's a big range. Well, the 91, 89 ticks. Go NQ 278 all the way up to 636. So almost 400 points in range. Copper about 220 ticks in range. Ultravand about 20 ticks. Gold fell under 5,000 for a while. It's back above it, but barely. You can see we have about 27.39, 27.40, about 66 points of range. Crude oil started off over $100 a barrel. It's come down to 97-ish. So about 5 points in range there. Bitcoin's been having a good time. It's sitting at 73.6. So that's where we sit standing, whatever body posture you're choosing to take on this beautiful Monday morning. As NQ continues to rise. And I see NQ rising. And somewhere I buried the chat. Where did I bury the chat at? Chat at. There it is. Hey, Sire, how you doing? Oops. Turn that off. I have oops, hold on. MGC. There we go. See, gold had a big pullback there. Actually looking for a pullback here in the currencies. Natural gas getting a little wonky. Looking for a move up here on crude. Watch that. I'm gonna be trying the the 10 and the 15-minute charts today. So we'll see how it goes. I tried it last night. Things went very well. Indices heading up.
Connection lost.
Computer's trying to scare me. Quiet morning here so far. We're just getting started. Let's get this party started right. Let's get this party started quickly. Actually, am I connected? Think of that. No, I'm not. Come on. All right. Oh, that's why. Okay. I hate this. All right, we'll get connected here in a minute. Mm. Boom. I know. Still won't connect? Come on. That's why. Frustrating. What the heck is your problem? Are you gonna make me sign in again? Yeah, you are. Hold on. Okay. No problem. And crude comes back down. Oops. There we go. Now we're connected. Hey, Jake. How you doing? We'll try to turn around a bit. Platinum heading up. Silver kind of sitting there. Indices still rising. We just continuing to grind up. And if you're short, you're getting ground up. So as crude continues to drip down, NQ continues to grind up. Bitcoin's kind of sideways right now. Hey, David, how you doing? The sideboard? What do you mean? Yeah, we had nasty storms yesterday. I had tornadoes north and south of me. Within 5 miles of me, north and south, there were tornado warnings at the same time. It updates on every trade, David. It's automatic. Uh, I was, yeah, I was doing that on the TP. You don't see TPT's totals there because I can only be connected at 2 different spots, and I'm connected on TradingView on the stream here. I'm connected on my my big computer to actually take the trade, so I can't put TPT in the list. Ironically, I did try a full mini on YM and I got stopped out. It was right as I was going to bed, so I didn't post that one yet. That one just can't be seen. It's at the bottom of the list. I accidentally took it on a Apex. I meant to take it on TPT. But here we move this, and you can you can see them. I think it's Tradovate limits. Because it's stupid because it won't even allow me to be in 2 different connected on 2 different tabs on the same trading view. Well, I shouldn't say it. I don't know if it's a trading view thing. I mean, a Tradovate thing, or if it's a CME thing. Because I know the CME has issues with connecting the too many spots at once as well. Good morning, JJR. I execute off of NinjaTrader, but I do all my charting on TradingView. Trading a 10 and a 15, looking at both. And I literally have 16 assets up on my big computer. I have NQ, ES, YM, Russell, gold, copper, platinum, silver, crude, natural gas, 6E, 6J, wheat, soybean oil, regular soybeans, and lean hogs. Though I did just miss a signal on platinum. Our candles are about to close for the 10 minutes, so I'm going to quickly run through my 10-minute charts. Gold running into resistance. Copper is flying. I missed the platinum one already. And natural gas flying up. Crude oil still dumping. Euro not really doing. I'm expecting Euro to start coming down, but gotta wait for the signal. And we got our agriculture. I don't like to trade this time of day because I'll forget to close it. So ag's out right now. You mean where I challenge people to trade something they don't normally trade? Is that what you mean, David? I haven't done that in a while. And to see showing some red here on this new 10-minute candle, we got 9 minutes until both the 10 and the 15 close. So we'll see where that goes. I see crude giving me a green candle on this 10-minute as well. Morning, JC. So I'm looking at the 10-minute chart here, and if I can move my chat out of the way, I'll move this out of the way first. So you see the 10-minute chart, ouch, I just banged my elbow. Is above the RSI lines are both above, so that indicates a pullback. But on the 15, oops, that was on gold. Oops. We're not quite there yet. 15 says we still have some room to move up, but it's also giving me a signal. But you can see it also gave me a signal 2 candles ago that did not work. It was more wick than body. So we'll see how these candles finish. Hey, IMAD. Didn't really miss anything yet. Besides me fighting with TradingView to get connected. I like the setup from crude. Let's go to the crude chart, and let's go to well, both the 15 and you see the 15 is kind of flirting with a blue candle here. We are down deep in the RSI. 10-minute also looking nice. Oftentimes you'll see this kind of setup where it kind of bounces up to the 9, pulls back, and then it's the second attempt that ends up going up. So we're probably going to go along here as long as this holds for the next 6 minutes. We have no news this morning, so we don't need to worry about news. Yeah, it does look choppy. Let's see what the 10 and 15 look like. 15, yeah, I mean, right here, this is, I was just getting up here. This would have been the trade to take right there. That would have been nice. You can see there, you can see it as well on the 10-minute chart. Looking like it wants to pull back here, honestly, but We'll keep an eye on crude. So now I got a choice. I got red candles and purple candles on all the indices. So do I want to take a crude trade or do I want to take a indice trade? Just not sure indices are ready to come down yet. Might take a micro on NQ. We'll see. I don't like when it does this. This constant pullback as it's moving up. You know, here's our signal to move up. It pulled back, came back up, pulled back, came back up. Little red candle, came back up. It's like, does it want to do the same thing it did the last 3 times it tried to come down? RSI is still below 80, so that's usually a signal that I don't want to get in yet. Good one, Paul. And our crude signal just went away. Good job giving that joke before any of the women file in, Paul. There's really no scheduled news today on that. At least not that I'm aware of. Let me make sure of that before I guarantee that. I lie. I totally lied. Canadian CPI and New York Fed manufacturing coming up here in just a couple minutes. That doesn't really do anything. And you got U.S. industrial production. So my bot on Discord lied. Comes in at 9:15. I apologize for saying those news. That said, none of that usually moves the market that much. Wednesday, we have both PPI and FOMC, so that Wednesday will be our big day. Solid candle coming down here at ES. Let's switch over to ES chart. Notice I got some fancy new stuff on the charts. Jay, who isn't here yet, Jay Horse, whatever you want to call him, he took all of my indicators and combined them into one indicator. So I got my bells, my blues, my shaded area. It's all one indicator now. Let's go to ES. I'm going to take ES just on trade, take profit here on the eval because I'm still feeling out these charts. So I'm not going to go full bore on too many trades. Yeah. Jay is an absolute wizard with Pine script.
Order submitted. Order filled.
We're short on ES. Now, I did take this on take profit. Eval because I was unsure, and you can see, like I said, I wasn't sure I wanted to come down yet. So this is kind of a test, but it's on an eval, and I can make it up. I hope it was sentenced to hard labor. Paul? So I had a red candle. Red candle, RSI's getting up toward the extreme, but it wasn't as extreme as I would have liked it. And the the prices move further away from the 9 moving average than the ATR value. Yeah, the red candle there on the 10-minute chart. But like I said, this was one I was. This is what I not. This wasn't a what I would call an A plus signal, and I'm only targeting it to get that back down to the 9 EMA. And like I said, I'm not 100% confident in it. Oh, yeah, that is a news event. We gotta for those trading into the afternoon. Got to keep an eye on headlines coming out of there as well. Good point, Paul. Thank you for bringing that up. I remember seeing that last week, and then I totally forgot about it. Keys rise, continuing the rise here, which isn't good for my ES trade. It's not fast though, so maybe it'll run out of oomph. I got a gold setting up now as well on the 5th, on the 10 that I like. We'll see how that finishes. That's still got like 6 minutes to go. Crude oil is continuing to dump, which is not good for my trade. Yeah. Someone should tell the price of oil that because it's continuing to come down. Although here we go. Here we coming. We're coming back. Now we're popping back up. The better potential entry on this trade would have been to put the entry down at the bottom of the wick on that red candle, and if it came back down to there, let it enter the trade there. But I didn't do that. Yeah, you gotta like that. Of course, the 5-minute 9 EMA is right below my actual entry point. Copper continues to rise. Platinum's continuing to rise. Gold flirting with a signal in the 10. Natural gas big pullback. I need to take profit out of Nightbot. Day traders just launched direct to live. That seems like a disaster waiting to happen. Goodness knows, if I had ever gone direct to live, I would have cost somebody some money. Not direct to fund it, it's direct to live. Starting capital 50K is 229, 369 for 150K, and 499 for 300K. The drawdown 2,000, 4,500, and 7,000 seems like really, really bad risk on their part. So you pay $500 and the person can lose $7,000 real capital. This seems ill-advised. I don't know if they're the broker or they just put, whoever their broker partner is, but still, I mean, it just, to me, now, maybe I shouldn't say this out loud because I don't want to give anybody ideas. But I'll say it out loud anyway. If I was a competitor and I wanted to be spiteful, I'll get a whole bunch of people to buy those plans and just blow them and cost the firm money. So we got a green candle, but it is a shaded area. Now there we go. It's coming back down to my entry. I look to see whether or not I missed any entries here. Gold, nope. Gold is a doji. Come on down, baby. It was coming down. Now it's popping up again. You know, just because my orders, my entries there, that does not mean you need to use that as support. You can break through there. It's okay. I don't think they're going out and buying fancy cars, though. I mean, there might be, but I don't understand. I mean, even the normal prices, you know, like the normal price for that ultra plan is $600. So, I mean, if we put this in trading terms, would you risk $7,000 to make $600? Or would you risk $2,000 to make 329? This doesn't make sense to me. And I don't know why they thought this might be something. So many. Oh, I'm gonna get stopped out. Okay, it stopped me out. I should have got out at that first green candle, but anyway, most people don't even want to go live, and so why would people buy straight to live? It doesn't. I don't understand this product launch at all. Not at all. So I was right. If my original instinct, I should have not taken that short. But I did, and I paid. Oh yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes. But I just, you know, hey Jay, how you doing? Definitely wasn't something I'll put on my radar as expecting from any prop. Gold giving me a possible pullback here. Copper looking ready to kind of come down, but we'll wait. Platinum also giving me a potential. What's crude doing? I forgot about no. Crude's still falling. Oops. Yep, we're still rising. I see NQ rising. I don't know if metals are ready to come down yet or not. Gold showing some definite weakness here, possibly. See, gold on the 15 gave me a signal I missed. But here, we can go back to gold. Let's move this up. My God, where am I? Oh, there. Okay. See that beautiful little candle there? I missed it. It's already down 3, so oops. Hey, Tress, how you doing? So now I'm going to look at platinum and see if it wants to follow. Do I have a platinum chart up? Yes, I do. Right now, platinum's not showing. Copper has a little red candle there as well. Copper has an extreme RSI. Copper's more tick of a tick value, though. Yeah, I missed the entry on gold. See copper. Give me a nice purple candle here on the 15. But that's still got 10 minutes to go. Whereas here on the 10, it just finished a candle, and this would have been a good entry. I doubted it, but it would have been a great entry. Well, maybe. We'll see where it goes. Keep an eye on it. We'll keep an eye on it. Platinum continue to head up. All gold is kind of hanging out. The two metals going up, silver and platinum, two going down, bronze and gold. And Q might try and tempt me in with this purple candle here. Ooh, that's a 5-minute chart. That's why 5-minute would have been nice. But here's the 10-minute. Both the 10 and the 15 do finish at the same time at the top of the hour, and there's top of the hour wonkiness at the 9 o'clock hour, so it's a little bit concerning, but we'll see how it finishes. And Q's still going up, so that potential entry went away for now, at least. I'm upset that I missed this gold entry. This has been beautiful, beautiful. Crude showing a little tiny doji, and remember, its market opens at the top of the hour. I'm almost tempted to take a long there. I think they're gonna buy it up when the desk opens. What do you think, Paul? Crude all ready for a bounce? All right, now we're back to a potential entry on NQ again as well. Yes, you're showing a red. Oops. Not purple, but red. But it's coming down. NQ's purple. Purple nurple. Not an official trading term. Now, theoretically, the other thing about using the higher time frames is entry time isn't necessarily as important. I mean, yeah, it could burst right as you're about to enter, but for the most part, if you're going for bigger moves, missing a couple of points or a few ticks isn't going to matter. So you can, like, I'm looking at both NQ and crude. So do I want to enter both? And, I can enter whichever one I think is most important first and then quickly switch to the other chart to enter the other one. And it shouldn't matter too much. I do like this setup on NQ. To the point. That we are. Penn State. Of course, the other frustrating thing is that, you know, if I give him that ES trade, just a little bit more room, looks like about 3 more points, it would have worked. I got stopped out at 67.0175. It went up to 67.04 half, so about 3 more points, and I would be back at my entry point right now. What's the ATR right now? Let me look at that. ATR on the 10 was 7 points, so ATR on the 15 was 9. So if I had given it the 9 points that it wanted, went with micros instead of minis, that would have ended up working out. Hey, Robin, how you doing? Windy? I'm doing good. Nice job, man. That's the hard part about this higher time frame stuff is just waiting, knowing that, you know, if I looked at a 5-minute chart right now, it gave me a signal there, but I got to stick to, you know, the time frames I'm looking at. So right now, it's about a 30-point, will be a 30-point stop on this NQ entry. So we'll do 2 micros. Hey, USC. Yeah, we had storms blow through last night that had like 60-mile-an-hour winds. I had tornado warnings within 5 miles of me, both north and south, at the same time. Luckily, it didn't come right down the middle. Yeah, it's going to drop hard here, too. Looks like my crude... Well, no. Why am I looking at... Oh, 15... So the 10's giving me a signal of... The 15 kind of isn't, but whatever. 40 seconds on this... that ended up being a bigger entry now. 40, 50, 32. We'll still do 2 micros. Because why not? No reason to go to the gym, just try and walk through the wind.
Order filled. Order filled.
Well, so far my bet on crude was wrong. Hold on. I don't have a micro chart up here. MNQ. Oops. Oh, that works. Come on. Come on down. Not sure why I put micro NQ on this right beside NQ, but whatever. And did kind of play with the 9 on the 10. The 9 on the 10.
Connection lost.
Yep, everything's going the wrong way. Crude's going down and NQ's going up.
Stop fill.
Ah, damn it. I totally screwed that up. I thought I entered MCL and I entered CL, took the stop, and this is going to stop me as well. Not waiting for Friday. It expires Friday morning. Probably roll over tomorrow, Ace. Damn it. Can't believe I took the wrong contract. Now it's going to bounce. It just bottom ticked me. And bouncing. Come on back down, though. ES, I mean NQ. Yeah, all indices. It's like I'm going to get stopped out on this trade, too. Yay! Did I only enter one, though? Well, I guess the good thing is for some reason it didn't copy trade, so I'm only going to lose on take profit here. I'm not sure why I didn't copy trade. So try to figure out if I'm reading things wrong this morning or if I'm being too jumpy. Snowed here. Get this. It's supposed to go down to 10. I think it's tonight. And then by Friday, we're supposed to be 79. That's when I thought crude was heading back up. Come on. Copper's coming down, so that was the one I should have taken. Natural gas headed up.
Order filled.
See my long on crude after taking the stop. I'm going to try and get back what I lost. That said, if it comes down and stop me again, it will blow the Zevo. Ace. So you're aware. Take Profit Trader dropped me as an affiliate on Friday. So I'm no longer going to have accounts of theirs to give away. Come on, guys. Just go my direction, please. No. Rumors swirling around. Okay, so there's a couple of theories. First of all, one is that they don't like affiliates that are that do what I do and have a bunch of different, like 20 different props that they're promoting. But the other thing is there's been reports now that they're putting people on live a lot quicker. So there's wonders that there's a money crunch. So Now we're cooking with fire. Got about 20 minutes till the bell. All right, there we go. My MNQ trade is now in the money as well. Well, you know how they used to have the whole $5,000 buffer thing? Apparently, some people got put there without even having that. Someone on Twitter said they got moved after just one payout. We're in CL, we're in micro NQ. Both just don't do take profit eval. Because I hurt my take profit eval accidentally. Not moving with any velocity here. $15-minute candle's about to close. Now it is. I mean, the 15-minute. You know, I'm okay with it. Actually, 15-minute on NQ is, well, that it ended up red, so that was good. But now, right now, both trades are in red, so I think we're gonna end up badly here. these trades really are, kind of dependent on one another. So crew goes up and Q goes down, so I need them to do that. Oddly, right now in this candle, they're both red. Watching these two trades. And Q's kind of heading down to the 9 EMA on the 10, on the 15th. One of those numbers. And I need gold. I need crude to head up to the 9. There we go. That's what I want to see. Come on, baby. Light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. I do worry that using these higher time frames is going to give me heart condition. There we go. Now we're getting some velocity with about 10 minutes till the bell. How old do you think she is? Good answer, Ace. Good answer. I think we come down at the open, but I could be wrong. Oh, there's definitely stress. And back to my entries. Stupid things. You're supposed to just go. Yep, this is going the wrong way on both sides now, so probably should go in and buy another TPT eval. She's coming in sometime shortly, I assume. Like probably right now. I see her typing. Yeah, this is gonna ugly. I'm gonna need to go get another TPT eval. Damn it. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today? How was your weekend?
Oh, it's pretty snowy where I was at. We had a blizzard,
Fun.
so that was about. Stayed warm, and I think it's supposed to be 70 degrees in like 2 days, so it should melt. But I don't know, we probably got 6 inches of snow, maybe.
We had tornadoes. There was a tornado warning 5 miles north and 5 miles south of me at the same time. Luckily, it didn't come right down the middle.
Wonderful. Probably similar system. Yeah, I see. Ace just asked. I'm in South Dakota, which via trivia I learned the other day is the one state that is the absolute furthest from any ocean, which is sad because I love the ocean. So that was an interesting fact.
Just wait till the huge asteroid hits the Earth. The tsunami will make South Dakota oceanfront property.
There you go. There you go. Maybe our population will get over 1 million then. I think it's always fun to talk to people from bigger cities and then to just tell them, like, did you know that my entire state has less people than your one city? Because that happens a lot.
So this crude trade is gonna take me out, I think. Maybe it might come back. Maybe I'll just stay in the trade since it's only on an eval through the open.
Connection lost.
Yep, exactly, Ace. That was a big system. It's still going. I think it's the one that's going to hit USC today or whatever.
Yeah, this was one of those storms where it was interesting that they did. They closed all the they closed the interstates. We only have two. We have one that runs north and south and one that runs east-west. It was closed. But they closed it early. So it was kind of odd. They don't usually do that. And then everyone was kind of expecting no school today, but then they went to school. So we had proactive street closings, and then school was like, nah, y'all need to come. Forget the wind.
Sure, there were a lot of kids.
2 minutes till the bell.
Yeah, I'm sure. I would have been as a kid for sure.
Hey Juan, how you doing? I'm sure this is going to stop me out when the bell hits, but we'll see. All right, guys, 10 seconds. So far, it doesn't know which way it wants to go.
Target filled.
Well, my micro NQ target hit. Micro NQ hit its target, but crude's gonna stop me out below this eval.
Prop filled.
It might not have blown it yet. No, not yet. It's got $296 more. NQ bouncing. Crew continuing down, NQ heads up. And look where ES is again, right under 6,700. Very calm open right now. We already up 30 points on NQ, but still feels.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it wants to go anywhere fast. That's for sure. My NinjaTrader also doesn't want to go anywhere fast today. So it's a happy Monday.
Ninja not working for you today?
Yeah, it's actually more my screens. I'm pulling up my normal workspace and none of the screens will go where they're supposed to go. And then it freezes. So
That's
just
not
having
fun.
a little bit of an issue.
That's not fun. NQ rising. Back above 24,700. I feel like the indices want to pull back here.
Order bills.
But maybe not.
Order bills.
I hate that it makes me sign in each time now. Oh, well, yeah, I was wrong. NQ rising. Now crude's bouncing.
Can't believe you're. I mean, good for you and congrats, but also I can't believe you're trading crude. You're braver than I, that's for sure.
Oh, I meant to trade micro crude earlier and I accidentally traded regular crude, and that ended up causing that eval to go away.
Hey, when that happens. It's weird. I finally got my NinjaTrader charts up. But I was looking, I have Quantower up too, and then I just realized how much I don't actually look at those charts. And I really, really depend on my NinjaTrader charts. So that's interesting. And I hope my NinjaTrader doesn't break, as I hear it does for a lot of people.
Yeah, I know USC's had a lot of problems with NT in the past.
Yeah.
Hey, David, how you doing? Gold's going up. Hey, David. She is not a guest. She is the new co-host. This is Melody. She started last week.
Yes, hello. I see you did ask who I was, and I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, I'm having a good time here, just chit-chatting, watching the markets, and trying not to trade personally because I don't see anything. So Mondays are tough because I just want to get in and get going.
Order filled. Order filled.
Wait, why did that computer say order filled? Why am I? Okay. Oh. Oh, damn. Okay. And QES still going up. Dow first up. Crude rising. So it's odd right now. Crude is rising some, as is the indices. Usually they're going opposite directions. I should have reminded Crude that that's how it usually goes. Still rising. And Q showing signs of possible indecision here, as it's a doji on the 15.
Excuse me. I'm wondering, did you take a poll, or did we take a poll of who all rolled and who hasn't? Because what I'm looking at is one of my charts rolled, but the other one didn't. And that's like MNQ rolled, but MES didn't. And it took me a minute to figure that out.
I haven't rolled yet. Usually I always roll on the weekend, but last time it was slow, and it seems like it's slow again this time. So I don't know what.
Yeah.
Jay said he doesn't have any joints to roll.
That's a sad state to be. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I think NinjaTrader actually is just always early. I kind of feel like they were early before with roll, and I never did, but I think must have clicked the. It always asks me, and I just am trying to get my windows to open, so I get impatient. I probably told it to roll without even knowing.
ES moving up nicely. NQ is kind of stuck around 24,700, but ES is definitely leading the way here. I haven't even checked with the new contract how far above or below the current contract it is. Let's see. NQ. NQ.
I think it's got to be pretty close. I mean, just as because I'm watching it. I'm watching the front month. Well, I'm whatever. The next one, I'm watching it move, and it's kind of moving similar. It's obviously just different. It's kind of hovering around
It's about
almost 25,000.
It's about 215 points higher. It's at 24,932 right now. All right, crude's hurting me again. We're out of the crude. I'm going to stay away from crude today for the rest of the day. Yeah. Yes, I meant. Everything's happy right now except for crude oil. Metals are heading up. Indices are heading up. Currencies are heading up. Agriculture's not happy right now either.
I was just thinking last night I have some plane tickets I have to buy to get to a wedding a little bit later this spring. And I thought I hadn't been buying them, and I got on last night. I was like, I need to buy these now because they're only going to go up from here. Because I always forget that oil obviously still affects like airplanes a little bit down the road. And so that'll be interesting to watch. I'm going to keep an eye and see what flights do just to see.
Yeah, wedding just got a little bit more expensive probably.
Yeah.
Dow pulls back. I missed the entry on Dow. I was trying to take it, but I had the wrong account up. Unless it comes back for me. Which it did. Of course, when it comes back for me, then I lose confidence that I wanted to take the trade in the first place.
That's all right. Just got to trust the process. But that is why I say you're brave with CL. No, I think it's been a good instrument for some people probably that they didn't normally trade, I guess. I know that in the past I've looked at it and it is one of those things that doesn't really, it's like it wasn't moving very much at all and then it would just move all at once.
Yeah.
And I couldn't really make that work, but it's at least getting a little more, I don't know, consistent movement.
All the indices are starting to show a little bit of red.
In case anyone was wondering, Weight Watchers is up 10% today. And ask me how I know. It's because I'm bag holding some Weight Watchers I got like a year ago.
Ooh. They must have had some sort of news come out.
Yeah, it was. I thought it'd be really cool when they released that they were going to partner with some of the GLP-1. I don't know if they were going to partner with the actual pharmaceuticals or if they had compounding pharmacies, but they were kind of releasing that they were going to go that route. And that was after IMS had done the same thing. And to be fair, Weight Watchers had a huge pump. I just never sold. So that was my own fault for sure. So now I'm bag holding and hoping that maybe in 10 years they'll be twice what they are now. I don't know. Or they'll be gone. I think they probably threatened bankruptcy around the same time. So it was a risky play. And I was dumb. That's why I don't do stocks as much anymore. I just keep it futures.
Both my 10 and my 15s close in under 8 minutes. Let's see if we get any entries here. Gold also showing a purple on the 10. Natural gas looking wonky. Platinum looking good for a possible short. Oh, what did you hear, Ace? Excuse me. All right, I got red candles forming on everything.
Interesting. Wonder what it'll do at the top of the hour.
Oh wow, Ace, that would have been awesome. Hey Teo, how are you doing? So I thought my trade earlier flattened and it did not. And I'm not sure why. My cofier's not flattening all, but I'm down over $100 now for account. And this day is going swimmingly. What the hell?
Dang. Classic Monday, but that brings the vibe down, you know? It's one of those things where it gets me sometimes when I start the week that way. But like I said, I just gotta trust the process. Keep looking for trades, which we might get
Order
somewhere. I don't know.
filled.
It looks like they're really trying to move it
Order
up
filled.
to me. And sellers
Order
tried to
filled.
kind of punch it down, but didn't get very far.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Did all of your orders just flatten?
Well, I'm trying
That you
to.
told him to?
I'm
Order
flattening them
filled.
one by one, but now I'm down $150 on each account. When I closed the trade, it was supposed to be at like $60.
Order filled. 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 Order filled.
Crude just dumping. Of course it would while I'm in this trade.
Order filled. Order filled.
Okay, did I miss any? Apparently, yes. That one.
Order filled. Order filled.
I thought I closed that one. Apparently not. Now it's bouncing. No.
Order filled.
And take profit.
Order filled.
Yeah, I had to manually close everything, and that's got an absolutely horrible looking P&L on the side now. Last night was doing so good, I thought coming into today would be great. What did I just do now?
Oh, that was. We got a big pop, and that came right back down.
It is now, after the huge loss. Of course, now crude's going to bounce. All right, red candle's forming again. I said that like a candle ago, and then everything just shot up.
Like gold's trying to peek over its overnight high, see if it keeps it. It's touched it a few times.
The metals are just happy right now. All right. Then Q came down to the 9 and bounced. Hey, John, how you doing? Uh, 5 minutes till this 10-minute candle closes. Purple candle on the
I feel like
10.
this. Yeah, I was just gonna say I feel like it gets set every time, but I I just hope it's not gonna be one of those weeks where everyone just kind of waits until Wednesday, since we have so many things kind of stacked on Wednesday for news. And I know that sometimes up until that point, then it just kind of has indecision and changes in volume, and then throwing rollover on all of that. I kind of feel like it could be a challenging week for me personally, and just the way I trade, but I guess we'll just have to see.
Yeah.
I also have a feeling, yeah, I just have a feeling we get to Wednesday and it's FOMC minutes and then it's just nothing. It's just a nothing burger and we all waited.
Well, this is a big old purple candle here in the 10-minute on NQ. Crude's coming up. So we're going to try 1 micro to try and get back some of the money I lost on my issue. Assuming it holds. Isn't it kind of cold right now in Niagara Falls, John? Oh, never mind. You're Canadian. You probably think it's balmy. And it bounces again. And the signal goes away. Oh, well, nice. NQ actually goes to a green candle. Nothing can hold the indices down, apparently. Still rising. Soybeans maybe looking ready to bounce. I don't have a lean hogs chart up here. What's that? Platinum kind of playing with wanting to come down. ES continuing to grind up, NQ continuing to grind up. YM's the only one that's been kind of, I mean, it moved up, but it seems very hesitant to do so.
I think a pretty decent channel forming on NQ, and it is kind of respecting it weirdly if you just draw trend lines on. But it's like it is just like popping. It's just popping up to a newer high and then just kind of getting beat down, and then popping up to a newer high and then just kind of beating it down. And I don't trade that personally.
Yeah, it's hard to trade.
I always like to. I think I'd like to get better with trend line trading and channel and like trend channels and stuff like that. It's one of those things I just never trust it. It's like when something bounces off the same level 3 times, how do I trust the 4th, you know?
Right. Well, all the 15-minute candles are now purple or red or some shade of pink. Is that a YM, an MYM chart? What did I do with it? There it is. We'll try an MYM on, let's see, 25 to, ooh, that's 100 ticks though, so to the top, that about almost. So, do a $100 risk. All right, we're gonna try some MYM. 30 seconds until this 15-minute candle closes. I guess I'll bring up an MYM, get rid of the crude that's burned me a few times. There we go. What did I do? Okay, everything wants to give me issues today. I went to close a notification and it entered an order. What the heck? All right, so maybe I'm in a little early. Maybe I'm in a little late. Well, let's see. 148 was should have been my entry. Got it at 153. Hey, okay, that's a little beneficial. I'll take it. It's 5 ticks better than I would have gotten it. There we go. All right, so we're in, and it's not showing. Why is it not showing? Oh, it's not copying either. Okay. Nothing is going right today. Nothing at all. This trade should do very well because it's not copying. Oh, I took it on my funded take profit trader. Okay. Well, there we go. That's why it's not copying. It is working. Now you can watch the trade, guys. And also, I took it on one lot. All right, we are doing excellent. But okay, whatever. Meanwhile, NQ is not showing any signs. I mean, it was a red candle for a bit. Now it's back to being a green candle. But everything else is kind of showing a little bit of weakness. I got a tiny little doji on ES. And all of a sudden, buyers come back rushing in, just as it was starting to look like it wanted to come down. Okay, gold giving me a setup here as well.
Order filled.
What was that? No idea.
Order filled.
We are in with a micro gold here as well. Just not moving with any velocity here. I am coming back up. Gold coming back up. Watching. Platinum looks ready, like it might have had its final burst and it's ready to come down. Here comes gold back down for me. I think we had gold here. No, it's not showing it. Why is it not showing there? Oh, because I put it on the funded account. That's right. Yeah, it's not a fun morning at all. It's just kind of blah. I am trades back in the green. And my gold trade's starting to pay. Maybe things are turning around.
There you go.
Gold, I'm in at 50.30.7. We're down to 50.26. Well, I am trickling. The feeling when this goes, it's falling and it's going to burst, but I don't know. You seen anything yet? Have you taken any trades?
No. I wish, yeah, I don't know. Just one of those Mondays for me, I guess.
I wish I had done what you did and stayed out of everything.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of like those grindy days, like the one like slow grind up or slow grind down. Um, I don't typically read those very well. Which is either it's a struggle one of two ways. I either then trade it anyway and lose a bunch, or I don't trade and I'm still missing out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That FOMO hits.
I got my gold trade up on my screen. I'm up 71 ticks. It's only a micro, but at least it's something.
Yeah, it's looking good. It's got some gusto.
Hey, MR, how you doing? Guess I should look for a target that makes actually it's already well. It's giving me a bell on the 10-minute bell. I'm going to be entering a micro copper trade on topstep when this 15 candle closes. Meanwhile, NQ kind of want to enter right here now, finally. Will it be a disaster? All right, let's see what happens. Why did you shave a dog?
Oh my gosh.
Order filled. Order submitted.
Okay. There we go. NQ coming down. I entered at 24,719. Do I have up that's not showing? Oh. Well, let's get that into view and NQ. There we go. Look at that coming down. All right, my goal target just filled. And NQ getting close to my target already. And I didn't even put my target any place that made sense. Actually, 88 would have made sense because that's the 9 EMA on the 15. Come on, come on. Out.
Order filled.
All right, so that was a 19-point trade. We got some money back from our losses earlier. All right, two wins like within a minute of one another. I'll take that. Good, it was a good read on NQ as well. Good read on gold as well. So gives me a little bit of confidence back. What's copper doing? Copper up $1.25. Yay. What do I want for my target on copper? I kind of already touched that 9. Let's put it all the way down at 5.7658. 658. That's not a thing. Let's do 660. There we go. Thank you, Teo. I have a feeling it's going to drop a lot more, actually. I think this is the drop I've been waiting for. But, oh wait, I'm still in a YM trade somewhere, too. Now I have to try and keep track of all my trades. But I think it's going to drop a lot more. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm up $50 on that MYM trade as well. And it's getting close to my target. It's 100 ticks. Man, I wish I had taken that on regular YM. Speaking of YM, we have no RJ today.
Target filled.
There we go. So that one paid as well. So after an absolute disastrous morning, we got 3 in a row.
That's pretty good. It's a nice little recovery.
Oh, and apparently I still missed one of the micro crudes I was in, and micro crudes rebounded, and that account's up 46. That trade's up $46, but I gotta go hunt that one down. Uh, 26. Is that the one? 26, maybe. No. No, wait, that's not my there's crude. There it is. Now I'm gonna let it run. It's on an apex, so I can't show it, but entry seemed to be at 64.6. No, that's not right. 94, 94? No, I can't even tell. I have no idea where this trade entered at. Is this the well? No, this isn't even the right account. Hold on, no, that's not the right account. No wonder I can't tell. 26. Isn't that the one I'm on? Why is it not showing on my chart? Because I'm on 25. That makes sense. There we go. Entry was 94.26, and we're up to 95 right now. This thing's running. This is the crude trade I would try for all morning and get stopped out on constantly.
Hey, MR, I'm doing pretty good today. I'm staying out of trades, which is an accomplishment for me.
Order filled.
And you did spell my name correctly, so good job. No one can spell my last name though, because it's German. It's short, but no one. It's Cook, but it's not spelled like you would think it is.
With an H, not a K at the end there, MR. That looks rude. Yeah.
There you go. No, I get that a lot though. It was also always fun answering the phone as a kid, because then I just heard all the different ways that telemarketers and whatever would pronounce your name, and I just always laughed because I was like, for whatever reason, it was a 100% chance they would get it wrong, and they would pronounce it 10 different ways, but it was never the right way. So I was got a chuckle.
Yes, Teo. Well, yeah. Well, try Oxenrider, so.
Yeah, no kidding.
Which is also
That was
German.
the one thing. At least mine's short.
I was right that move is continuing down. I could have got more out of both the NQ and the YM trades, but after that disastrous start, I just wanted some wins on the board. Yeah, I got no idea how to pronounce your name, MR. I'm so glad I can call you MR, because if I had to actually call you by your actual username, I would like. Because my name gets butchered so much, I hate butchering other people's names, so. So I guess what I got to take from this morning right now is if the copier went all screwy on me, I think I would actually be green right now, with the exception of that eval I blew because I took it on the wrong asset.
That's so funny, Ace. I would not need 30 minutes to explain my trading journey, which is good because it was pretty basic, but I essentially hated my job, hated every job I ever had. I have a degree in political science, which you can do virtually nothing with other than go to grad school. So that was the first choice that I made. And then I just kind of worked jobs that required a degree, but it was super generic. So I did some customer service. I did some like legal assistant work, bookkeeping, and it was also boring. So I kind of had been looking into just different ways to make money online, looking at like passive income and just like obviously there's like affiliate and blogging and stuff you can do. And then like I just kind of came across probably some complete degenerate, but they were posting on passive income Reddit about trading and how they did that. And so I was like, well, I've had a Robinhood account forever, so let me just look into that. But no, and then I kind of got plugged into some good, like found props, but then also found that some props aren't great, so I didn't like dive straight into some of the crazy ones that had weird rules or eventually closed or whatever. So I got lucky there, and then I kind of just got plugged in to a decent group of people, I think. I mean, this Ox's Discord is the one I spend the most in. I think we get pretty decent discussion there, and I think we're all pretty like we're real about how trading is hard and how not everyone's good at it, kind of stuff. But yeah, so that happened about 2 years ago. I kind of started learning, and then yeah, it was probably about a little over a year ago. I ended up leaving the job I was at for another entirely different reason, but kind of just leaned really full time into trading, which was nice. And I did get a lot of time to spend on learning it. So I definitely am with the crowd of don't quit your job before you have something else planned. So I have been doing some other stuff, trying to get some stuff on the side as I get trading going. But yeah, essentially I'm just still working through things, ironing out exact strategies, and just kind of plugging away. Yeah, almost 2 years to the date, I think I started. Probably was about March or April a couple years ago. And I will say it's really nice to have been able to get into the prop arena just because I didn't lose 20 grand of my own money or something insane like a lot of people do. So yeah, Ace, I just kind of have some, I guess like side gig type stuff. So I do some like print on demand through Etsy, making like t-shirts and mugs and stuff. And then I do some like, I don't know. I don't want to say I do bookkeeping on the side because I really don't, and I don't want to, but I do help some smaller businesses in the area get some of their books set up and do some consulting like that. So yes, definitely other sources of income is really important. And it absolutely does put more stress. Like I definitely feel pressure to succeed in trading, which you always feel some, but I'm pretty guilty of putting too much pressure on myself anyway. So yeah, adding the fact that if I was completely reliant on absolutely making this work, it does make it a lot harder. No, fortunately, I don't have kids, so I get to keep all my money that I make, which is great. I mean, kudos to everyone who has kids, but in this economy, I couldn't. But no, it's just me, and then I have a fiance I live with. He is actually just finishing up school. He's going to be an orchestra teacher starting in the fall.
Oh, yeah. I have to remember my trades. My copper trade's paying.
Oh, nice.
It's only one micro, but because in their infinite wisdom, Topstep only allows one micro now on copper. How many caves have internet, MR?
Yeah, all the caves have Starlink now. Didn't you know that?
You sure you're not mixing up your kids with the neighborhood coyotes there, Ace? Hello, Alley Cat. I let you know I did submit your winning to My Finder Features last night. So whenever they get to it, you should finally have your account. Apologize that it took so long. No. And reminder, we have a stream tonight at 7:30 Eastern Time, Monday Night Ox. No idea why we started calling it that. So look at the Dow just falling here. I could have got way more out of that trade. And Q coming down. This is the move I was waiting for all morning, and I didn't take as much of advantage of it as I should have. MR wants to know about your strategy.
Okay. I was like, I just caught the stuff under that and I was confused. But yeah. So my strategy is a combination of I use some volume profile and the initial balance off of that. And I like to trade when the initial balance either breaks or rejects. So that would be one of them. And then the other one is mostly just like trend following and keeping kind of some targets. So I actually totally stole this from someone in the Discord. I don't know their name. Carbine is what they go by in the Discord. But they were saying that like a lot of times instruments will move in like 5% increments of whatever their monthly range was from the previous month. And so I kind of looked at that and then I use that as targets. So when I find a trend and then can kind of identify some sort of pullback, then off of that, if I take a trade, I use those like 5% increments as targets. And that has helped me stay in trades and also get out of trades when they reverse, because catching reversals is definitely not something I am great at. But maybe down the road I could do that. Well, gold took another dive down. I wonder how far it'll go.
Actually, looking at a platinum entry here, if it holds. And I'm hoping that all the metals will keep following down. Because I'm in that.
I mean, if gold stays, yeah, I was gonna say if gold stays under 5,000, who knows what could happen. But it looks like it dropped down there and just didn't stay there.
Yeah, that was a great trade on gold that I either was in something else that I missed or whatever. But if we look at the gold chart real quick on the 10-minute, I had. Oh, why does that look different? Maybe micro looks different. Let's go to regular gold. All right. Oh, maybe because that's NQ. This is the gold side. Duh. I had that beautiful purple candle there, and it's been red ever since. That 50.34 would have been the entry, and it dropped like 40 points from there.
Yeah, that's just a big move. Kind of, it hasn't really had like a lot of pullback. Like, yeah, like you said, it's just been red candle, red candle. All right, I see we got more questions, so I'll take Ace first. So I for the 5% thing, what I do is I just basically take the last month's monthly range, however many points it is, and then each day from that opening price, I'll just graph like, or I'll put basically 5% above that and 5% below, and then I'll do 5% from each one. So it's just kind of like a grid. And then based on where those lines go, that's just kind of how I look at where targets might be. And then also like if reversals do happen, they tend to happen around those areas. So it's actually more just like plotting levels than anything. And that's just the levels I chose would be based on last month's monthly range. If I knew what Darvis box trading was, I could tell you. So not exactly that, but I don't know. It's not I don't know. I say grid and it's not like what I would say standard grid trading is. I don't know. I've
Order
always worked
filled.
really good with defined levels. And I think that just comes from my history of not being able to stay in trades. So at the very least, I stay in a trade until it hits another level. And then if it starts to look weird or rejecty at that level, I'll get out. But it was interesting. It's weird when you put lines on a chart, and I feel like everyone can put different lines and make something out of them. But finding the right ones has kind of helped personally. And then let's see what else. I have been funded. I have not pulled payouts from props. And then I do also have just a small account of my own that I trade through NinjaTrader. And what has worked for me is copying off of that one, which I actually just started doing that probably about a month ago, a little over a month ago. Funded that small account and then set up my copy trader to just go off of that. And it helps. It has helped, definitely. I'm a lot more conservative, obviously, with my own money than with anyone else's, as I feel like most of us probably are.
Everything started bouncing now. Indices and metals.
Oh, I thought you were going to ask me about my actual diary, which I do write in every night. And I started with, "Dear Diary, this is what happened today." No, I don't. But actually, funny story, I never did keep a journal as a kid, like a diary, like a lot of kids do. So that's always fun. I think that's probably translated into my inability to effectively trade or journal my trades. Effectively trade. No, so I do obviously keep track of them, and then I kind of go through them. I would like to say weekly, but definitely bi-weekly. I'll just kind of hit what I did for that week, what went well and what didn't. And then I kind of just like to keep a little notebook to the side where I just jot down some stuff about like, wow, what an idiot, why'd I get in that trade? Don't do that next time. Or also like, hey, I saw this pattern, keep an eye on that. So I just kind of keep that to the side with my really pretty purple and pink pens. And I'm serious, I use Papermate, ink gel. They're not a sponsor. But they could be. I'll have to let them know. Ooh, favorite prop. That's tough. If we're going just based off rules and trading and things like that, I'd probably go, I don't know, probably take profit just because of the daily payments, but a lot of people are coming out, kind of
Boo!
to
Oh, sorry.
compete with that. I know, right? Honestly, I don't like, I didn't like it when Topstep did that stuff. It doesn't make sense to me. Honestly, I feel like I should be able to recommend to my brother and get some commission off that. You know what I mean? I just like, but I also understand smaller companies have different progress or different goals. But also, I really do like, for whatever reason, probably because I also have some sarcastic, dry humor, but Lucid just makes me laugh because their CEO really does not care what what people say, and they just like they embrace the fact that they get called like cheaters and scammers or whatever, that they rigged uh, giveaways and stuff like that. So I get it. I get a kick out of them, and their accounts are pretty decent. So that'd probably be my next.
So I'm in a platinum trade, but I can't show it because I didn't realize that Take Profit Trader apparently doesn't allow platinum at all. So I had to take it on my funded futures. But I'm up 5 points on platinum, which is about $250. I think. Yeah,
That's a pretty good show.
yeah. 280. I'm up 285 now on that eval as it's coming down. I'm a little worried about taking it because the metals kind of form a band together, and gold's bouncing, but so far platinum's coming down. That said, I might get out of this trade because it is kind of starting to stall a little bit here. But we'll see. As I say that, it kind of burst down. Let me bring up a platinum chart. You can't watch the trade, but you can watch what it's doing. I ended off that purple candle you see there. And been following this down so far. It's hitting a 9 EMA. That could be a good reason to get out. Yeah, it bounced off that 9.
Couple more questions I see. Favorite indicator, I've been thinking if I couldn't have any other indicator on the chart, I would probably just go with an EMA. Probably even the 9. And I don't even know. I think it's just because in most time frames you can catch bounces off of it and it still shows you what the general trend is. But overall, my favorite, the one that I like the most right now at least, is volume profile. But I was trying to think if I could trade, like I could make trades off of that, but I wouldn't be as comfortable with it if I didn't have other like confirmations. So that's kind of a half answer to favorite indicator. And then Ace, I do trade my own real money in a small account at NinjaTrader. And I take 1 micro trades, usually in MES, because MNQ is still too much for me to trade my own money on. So working up to that. But yeah, I just kind of take some smaller trades. I definitely shoot for smaller targets on my own money than I do generally on props, but that is probably something I need to get better at. Just trusting the process. And then as far as like a specific trade that's memorable, I don't think I can pull anything specific out. I just know that I've had I don't know. I've had some trades go well off of news that I didn't know about, and those I remember those because they are so scary. Because it's like if and I do keep a better eye on what news is doing because of that. So I guess that would be the memorable one. Yeah, Ace, I think the only thing that I mean, volume profile, I just like to look at it to kind of see where more contracts are traded, like where prices are concentrated. But making trades, the only trades I would take would be the initial balance. So taking like the first hour's range, and then if it rejected or broke it, which is really similar to like orb trading, it's just a different time frame. 60 minutes versus whatever your orb is, 15, 5, whatever. 30-second orb always was interesting to me. Mostly because I don't know how I mean, obviously I know how, but catching a 30-second and then making a trade off of that is kind of crazy.
I tried to trade my orb once, but the pawn shop said it wasn't worth anything.
Dang.
Orb opening range breakout, Ace. Oh.
Oh, I think it would be hilarious if people who use Bookmap called those orbs. I think it would be hilarious.
All right, folks. I didn't even realize it, but we have reached the end of our time together today. So we will be back tomorrow. Well, I'll be back tonight. We will be back tomorrow. And I will
Awesome.
see you then. Have a great
Cool. Best of luck.
day, everybody. Visors. As soon as I find the software. There it is.